Ladies and gentlemen, how many of you right now want financial freedom? Not just making money, but true financial independence, where money works for you instead of you working for money. See, financial freedom isn't about luck. It's not about the economy, politics, or your background. It's about following the right strategies with absolute discipline. Today, I'm going to give you 6 unshakable strategies that will put you on the path to financial freedom. Your financial future starts in your mind. Most people think financial freedom is about how much money they make, but the truth is, it starts with what you believe about money. The way you think about wealth, success, and opportunity determines the actions you take and ultimately the results you get. If deep down you believe that money is evil, that rich people are greedy, or that financial success is only for the lucky few, then no matter how hard you work, you'll sabotage yourself. Your subconscious mind will always pull you back to your old financial identity. That's why the first step to financial freedom is mastering your money mindset. Think about this. If you take a millionaire and strip them of everything, every dollar, every asset, within a few years, they'll find a way to rebuild their wealth. Why? Because their mindset is wired for financial success. They see money as a tool, not a limitation. They believe in their ability to create wealth, and they take action based on that belief. On the other hand, if you give a struggling person $1 million, there's a high chance they'll lose it within a few years. We see this all the time with lottery winners. They come into massive amounts of money, but because their mindset hasn't changed, they don't know how to manage it, invest it, or grow it. They end up broke again, trapped in the same cycle of financial struggle. So how do you rewire your mindset for wealth? First, you must eliminate limiting beliefs about money. These beliefs are often ingrained in us from childhood, things we heard from parents, teachers, or society. Maybe you were told money doesn't grow on trees, or rich people are selfish. Maybe you grew up in an environment where money was always tight, and now you associate wealth with stress, struggle, or even guilt. If you don't actively change these subconscious beliefs, they will control your financial decisions for the rest of your life. The first step is awareness. Start paying attention to the thoughts and emotions that come up when you think about money. Do you feel excited, fearful? Do you feel like financial success is possible for you, or do you doubt it? The key is to replace those negative beliefs with empowering ones. One of the most powerful ways to shift your mindset is through affirmations. Every single day, repeat statements that reinforce your new financial identity. Say out loud, I am a wealth creator. I attract financial opportunities. Money flows to me effortlessly because I provide massive value. This might feel strange at first, but the more you say it, the more you start to believe it. And once you believe it, your actions will align with that belief. But affirmations alone won't change your financial reality. You need to take action. Surround yourself with people who have the mindset you want. If you spend time with people who complain about money, who always talk about how hard life is, guess what? That negativity will shape your reality. But if you surround yourself with people who think bigger, who talk about investments, business, and financial growth, that will become your new normal. Read books on wealth creation, listen to podcasts, watch interviews with successful entrepreneurs. Immerse yourself in a world where financial success is expected, not just wished for. Finally, develop a habit of gratitude for money. Most people focus on what they don't have, which puts them in a scarcity mindset. But when you're grateful for the money you already have, you shift into abundance. Start a daily practice of writing down 3 things you appreciate about your financial situation, no matter how small. Gratitude rewires your brain to see opportunities instead of obstacles. Your mindset is either working for you or against you. If you don't take control of it, you'll stay stuck in the same financial patterns. But if you make the decision today to reprogram your beliefs, you'll set yourself on a path to financial freedom that no one can take away from you. Most people work hard for their money, but at the end of the month, they find themselves wondering where it all went. Bills, expenses, unexpected costs, it all adds up, and before they know it, there's nothing left to save. They promise themselves that next month will be different, that they'll start saving after they've taken care of everything else, but next month comes and the same pattern repeats. This is why most people never build real wealth. They think financial freedom is about how much they earn, but it's really about how much they keep. The truth is, if you don't prioritize your own financial future, no one else will. That's why one of the most powerful wealth building strategies is simple. Pay yourself first. What does that mean? It means that before you pay your rent, before you pay your bills, before you buy anything at all, you take a portion of your income and set it aside for yourself. Most people do the opposite. They get their paycheck, spend it on their necessities and wants, and then try to save whatever's left. But the problem is, there's rarely anything left. Paying yourself first flips this model. You take a percentage of your income and put it into savings or investments before you do anything else. It's not about saving what's left. It's about making your financial future the first priority. Now, some people will say, but Tony, I can barely afford my bills as it is. How can I pay myself first? And I get it. But here's the deal. If you can't save 10% of your income now, you won't save it when you make twice as much. It's not about how much you earn. It's about the habit you build. Even if you start with just 1%, the key is to make it automatic, because the truth is, if you don't see that money in your spending account, you won't miss it. But if you leave it sitting there, human nature kicks in, you'll find a way to spend it. This is why the best way to pay yourself first is to automate it. Set up a system where a percentage of your paycheck is automatically transferred into a separate savings or investment account. The less you have to think about it, the easier it becomes. When you make saving automatic, you remove willpower from the equation. It's just what happens, like paying a bill. But instead of paying someone else, you're paying your future self. Here's the magic. Over time, this simple habit creates wealth, because when you consistently set money aside and invest it, something incredible happens: compound interest. This is where your money starts making money for you. It's why someone who saves and invests $500 a month starting at age 25 can retire with millions, while someone who waits until 45 has to save 5 times as much to reach the same number. The earlier you start, the more your money grows. But here's what's even more powerful. Paying yourself first changes your mindset. It forces you to adapt to a new way of managing money. Instead of saving what's left after spending, you spend what's left after saving, and guess what? You'll still find a way to cover your expenses, because when you prioritize your financial future, you start making better decisions. You become more intentional about where your money goes. You cut unnecessary expenses, you think twice before making impulse purchases, and you start focusing on what really matters. This isn't just about money, it's about creating financial independence. Because when you pay yourself first, you're not just saving, you're building a freedom fund. A fund that gives you choices, a fund that lets you take opportunities, start businesses, invest in yourself, and create a life where you're not living paycheck to paycheck. So here's the challenge. Starting with your very next paycheck, commit to paying yourself first. Even if it's just 1%, make it non-negotiable. Set up the automation, make it a habit, and watch how it transforms not just your bank account, but your mindset, your confidence, and your future. Most people rely on a single source of income, usually a paycheck from their job. They work hard, put in the hours, and hope that their salary will be enough to cover their needs, save for the future, and maybe even give them a little financial freedom. But here's the truth. If your income is coming from only one source, you are putting yourself in a financially vulnerable position. What happens if that paycheck disappears? What happens if your company downsizes, the economy shifts, or an unexpected crisis hits? Relying on one income stream is like standing on a single leg. You might be balanced for now, but the moment something knocks you off, you fall. Now, you might be thinking, but Tony, I already have a full-time job. How am I supposed to create more income streams? The answer is to start small, start smart, and start now. You don't need to quit your job or take on a second full-time career. You just need to begin with something that generates extra income alongside what you already do. It could be a side business, an investment, or a skill you monetize in your free time. The goal is to set up a system where money continues coming in without requiring constant effort. One of the best ways to multiply your income is through investments. The wealthy don't just work for money, they make money work for them. When you invest in stocks, real estate, or a business, you're putting your money in a place where it can grow over time. Even if you start small, compound interest and smart investing can turn a little into a lot. Instead of spending every dollar you earn, take a portion and put it into assets that generate returns. This is how money starts working for you instead of you constantly working for money. Another powerful way to create an extra income stream is by monetizing your skills. In today's world, there are endless opportunities to take something you're good at and turn it into income. If you have expertise in something, whether it's graphic design, writing, coding, marketing, or even fitness coaching, you can offer that skill as a freelance service, create an online course, or start consulting. The internet has made it easier than ever to reach people who are willing to pay for your knowledge. Then there's the world of passive income. Money that comes in with little ongoing effort. This could be through things like writing a book, creating an online course, renting out property, or earning royalties from a product you create. Passive income doesn't mean no work. It means doing the work once and getting paid for it over and over again. Imagine having an income stream that deposits money into your bank account even while you sleep. That's how financial freedom is built. One of the simplest ways to start multiplying your income is through side hustles. A side hustle is any small business or gig you do outside your main job. It could be selling products online, flipping items for profit, running an Airbnb, or even driving for a rideshare service. The key is to find something that fits your lifestyle and generates extra income without overwhelming your schedule. Many people start a side hustle as a small experiment, and before they know it, it grows into a full-time business. The bottom line is this: if you want financial security, you cannot rely on just one paycheck. The most successful people create multiple pathways to wealth. They invest, they build businesses, they create passive income, and they continuously look for opportunities to increase their earning potential. It doesn't happen overnight, but every extra income stream you create gives you more freedom, more security, and more power over your financial future. The best time to start is now. Take one step today. Invest a small amount, start that side hustle, or monetize a skill. One new income stream could be the start of an entirely new financial future. Most people spend their entire lives working for money. They wake up, go to work, put in the hours, collect their paycheck, and repeat the cycle month after month, year after year. They believe that if they just work harder, if they put in more hours, if they get that next promotion, they'll finally achieve financial freedom. But the truth is, no one becomes wealthy just by earning a paycheck. Financial success doesn't come from how much you make. It comes from how much you keep and grow. If you want to achieve financial freedom, you need to stop thinking like a worker and start thinking like an investor. The difference between the wealthy and the average person isn't just the size of their income, it's how they use it. The wealthy don't just earn money. They make their money work for them. They take a portion of what they earn and invest it into assets that generate income. These assets could be stocks, real estate, businesses, or any vehicle that grows in value over time. The goal is simple: to reach a point where your money makes more money than you do. When that happens, you no longer have to rely on a paycheck to cover your expenses. That's true financial freedom. Most people don't invest because they believe it's too risky, too complicated, or something only the wealthy can do. But the real risk is not investing at all. If you only earn and never invest, you're trapped in a cycle where you constantly have to trade time for money. And the problem with trading time for money is that time is limited. There are only so many hours in a day, and no matter how hard you work, your income is capped. But when you invest, you create a system where your money grows even when you're not working. Think about it like planting a tree. When you invest, you're planting a financial seed. At first, it may seem small, but over time, with patience and consistency, that seed grows into something powerful, an income-generating asset. The earlier you start, the bigger your financial tree becomes. This is why time is one of the greatest advantages when it comes to investing. The longer you let your money grow, the more powerful compound interest becomes. One of the biggest myths about investing is that you need a lot of money to start. That's simply not true. You don't need thousands of dollars to begin investing. You just need consistency. Even if you start with $50 or $100 a month, over time, that money grows exponentially. The key is to make investing a habit, just like paying a bill. Instead of waiting until you have extra money, set up an automatic investment plan where a portion of your income is invested every month before you even see it. This way, you remove the temptation to spend it and allow your money to work for you. Now, where should you invest? The answer depends on your financial goals, but the most common wealth-building investments are stocks, real estate, and businesses. Stocks allow you to own a piece of the most successful companies in the world. Real estate provides passive income and long-term growth. Investing in businesses, whether starting your own or investing in someone else's, gives you the potential for unlimited upside. The key is diversification. You don't put all your money in one place, you spread it across different investments to reduce risk and maximize growth. Here's the most important thing to remember. You don't have to be an expert to start investing. Too many people delay investing because they think they need to know everything first. But in reality, the most successful investors are those who start early and learn along the way. Don't wait until you feel completely ready, because you never will. Take action today. Open an investment account, start small, and commit to the process. The bottom line is this: if you only work for money, you will always have to work. But if you become an investor, there will come a time when your money works for you. And when that happens, you gain something far more valuable than money. You gain freedom. The freedom to choose how you spend your time, the freedom to take opportunities, and the freedom to live life on your terms. That's the power of investing. The best time to start was yesterday. The second best time is right now. Debt is one of the biggest obstacles standing between people and financial freedom. It keeps them trapped, constantly working to pay off past expenses rather than building wealth for the future. Many people believe they need debt to survive, whether it's car loans, credit cards, or student loans. But the truth is, debt is a financial prison. It steals your income, adds stress to your life, and limits your choices. If you want to take control of your financial future, you must make it a priority to crush debt and start living below your means. The first step to eliminating debt is to stop accumulating more of it. Many people fall into the trap of using credit cards to fund a lifestyle they can't afford. They think I'll pay it off later, but later never comes. The balance grows, the interest piles up, and suddenly they're stuck making minimum payments for years, paying far more than they originally spent. To break this cycle, you have to shift your mindset. Instead of relying on debt to finance your life, commit to only spending what you actually have. If you can't afford to buy something in cash, you can't afford it, period. Once you've stopped accumulating new debt, the next step is to attack the debt you already have. There are two main strategies for doing this: the debt snowball method and the debt avalanche method. With the debt snowball method, you start by paying off your smallest debt first while making minimum payments on everything else. Once that first debt is gone, you take the money you were paying on it and apply it to the next smallest debt. This builds momentum and motivation as you see quick wins. The debt avalanche method, on the other hand, focuses on paying off the debt with the highest interest rate first. This saves more money in the long run because you eliminate the most expensive debt first. Both methods work. The key is to pick one and commit to it. Now, here's the secret weapon to crushing debt faster: living below your means. Most people increase their spending as their income grows. They get a raise, so they upgrade their car. They get a bonus, so they take an expensive vacation. This is called lifestyle inflation, and it's the reason many high-income earners are still living paycheck to paycheck. No matter how much they make, they spend it all. But wealthy people do the opposite. Instead of spending everything they earn, they keep their expenses low and use the extra money to build wealth. Living below your means doesn't mean being cheap or depriving yourself of joy. It means making intentional choices about your spending. It means asking, do I really need this, or is it just a want? It means finding ways to cut unnecessary expenses, like eating out less, canceling subscriptions you don't use, or driving a reliable car instead of an expensive one that drains your finances. Small sacrifices today lead to massive financial freedom in the future. One of the best ways to stay on track is to create a financial plan. Know exactly how much money is coming in, how much is going out, and where it's going. Many people avoid looking at their finances because they're afraid of what they'll see, but knowledge is power. When you track your spending, you regain control. Set a monthly budget and stick to it. If you don't control your money will control you. Here's the magic of this strategy. Once you've crushed your debt and built the habit of living below your means, you free up massive amounts of cash flow. Instead of sending hundreds or thousands of dollars to credit card companies and banks, that money is now yours. And when you start redirecting that money into savings and investments, your wealth grows exponentially. The bottom line is simple. Debt is a chain that keeps you financially stuck. The faster you break free, the sooner you can start building true wealth. Make the decision today to stop borrowing, attack your existing debt, and commit to living below your means. Because the ultimate goal isn't just to be debt-free, it's to be financially free. And that's a future worth fighting for. Success in any area of life, especially financial freedom, doesn't come from wishing, hoping, or planning endlessly. It comes from taking massive, consistent action. Too many people spend years thinking about what they want to do, but they never actually take the first step. They get stuck in analysis paralysis, waiting for the perfect time, the perfect plan, or the perfect conditions. But the truth is, there is no perfect time. There is only now. If you want to change your financial future, you must act boldly, act now, and act consistently. Massive action doesn't mean doing something once and hoping for the best. It means committing fully and doing whatever it takes over and over again until you get results. The most successful people in the world didn't get where they are by dipping their toes in the water. They jumped in, they went all in, they took risks, they failed, they learned, and they kept moving forward. The difference between success and failure isn't intelligence, luck, or resources. It's the willingness to take action and keep going when others quit. One of the biggest reasons people don't take action is fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown. They ask, what if I fail? What if I lose money? What if I look stupid? But here's the truth. Failure is part of the process. Every successful person has failed more times than the average person has even tried. The only real failure is never starting. Instead of asking, what if I fail? Ask, what if I succeed? What if this decision changes my life? When you shift your mindset from fear to possibility, you start to see opportunities instead of obstacles. The second key to taking massive action is consistency. Anyone can take action for a day, a week, or even a month, but true success comes from sustained effort. It's about showing up every single day, even when you don't feel like it, even when progress is slow, even when challenges arise, because real breakthroughs don't happen overnight. They come from small, consistent actions that compound over time. Think about it like going to the gym. If you work out once, you won't see results. If you go for a week, you might feel a little better, but nothing significant will change. But if you go every day for a year, that's when transformation happens. The same principle applies to finances, business, relationships, everything. Success is built in the daily habits and the willingness to push forward when it would be easier to quit. Another crucial part of taking massive action is adjusting along the way. Some people start strong but stop the moment they hit a roadblock. They think, well, that didn't work, so I guess it's not meant to be. But success is never a straight line. It's filled with challenges, setbacks, and unexpected detours. The key is to learn from every experience and keep adjusting your approach. If one method doesn't work, try another. If one investment doesn't pay off, learn why and make a better one next time. Every setback is feedback. It's guiding you toward a better strategy. One of the best ways to stay consistent in taking action is accountability. When you set a goal, tell someone about it. Find a mentor, a coach, or a group of like-minded people who will push you to follow through. When you surround yourself with action takers, you naturally become one too. Success is contagious. When you're around people who are making things happen, it fuels your drive to do the same. At the end of the day, action is the only thing that produces results. Reading books won't make you rich. Thinking about starting a business won't create wealth. Watching motivational videos won't change your life. Only action will. The best time to start was yesterday. The second best time is right now. Whatever goal you have, whether it's paying off debt, investing, starting a business, or increasing your income, take one massive action today, not tomorrow, not next week, today. Because the people who take action are the ones who win.